I've been waiting for the shower all day. You did fix the water heater, right?
Yeah. Hey, Don Howard, how fast can you get here to fix my water heater?
We get it. You blew it. Again. No worries. Don Howard has your back. Call Don Howard Plumbing today for new water heater installations with customizable financing solutions to fit any budget. Call today or skip the line and book online. Schedule your appointment at donhowardplumbing.com.
Finally, hot water.
Your four-legged family member is our top priority at Commonwealth Veterinary Clinic in Georgetown. Our fully equipped facility offers in-house blood work, late-night appointments, dental and body x-rays, and ultrasound. Our highly trained veterinarians and staff see animals of any size, including horses and livestock, and utilize low-stress techniques to make patients as comfortable as possible. Just minutes from Lexington off I-75 in Georgetown. Commonwealth Veterinary Clinic, your pet's best friend.
You're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go, babe. I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Christmas Day on Fox.
Everybody in the world watching, so let's get them choked.
'Tis the season for a showdown in Miami.
We woke up ready.
I said nothing but the yesterday.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack in a must-win game.
Touchdown! Let's go!
While Tua, Tyreek, and the Dolphins continue their run towards the playoffs.
Oh, what a play!
It all kicks off Christmas Day at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Planet Fitness is your judgment-free zone. Join for $10 a month with no commitment.
The Arctic air has invaded Kentucky. The snow showers are tapering off. When will we warm up above freezing? We'll talk about it.
It is a major travel day in the bluegrass and across the country. You need to consider road conditions. We're live giving you a look at how the snow and Arctic temperatures will affect you.
Also ahead, this storm is wreaking havoc on airlines across the country, including here in the bluegrass. We're also looking into what you need to know if you are trying to fly to family or welcome them home.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 7.
Good morning. I'm Mandy Noel.
And I'm Kristen Spadaccini in for Paul Jones. So glad you're with us on this Friday morning.
It's frigid. The snow has moved out in our area at least, and right now the temperatures, as Justin's about to tell us, are plummeting, and we'll have a look at the roads here in just a second. But Justin, how cold are we?
Right now, 6 below zero in Lexington. At the Mesonet site at the airport, a little better, but still below zero. 5 below in Cynthiana, 6 below there in Harrodsburg. You saw some updates there. 5 below now in Stanford. A big goose egg there in Hindman and Pikeville. Louisa still at 5 above. We look at the wind chill values, and it's between 20 and 30 below across most of the state until you get further off into eastern Kentucky. Let's look at the temperatures over the next 12 hours here. I expect those to not climb all that much at all. We're going to be watching those go to about 3 degrees this afternoon. And then the wind chill values, well, the reason they're not graphing is because they're going to actually be off the scale below zero, unfortunately. Let's look here through the day. The clouds are going to hold on. Wind chill values 15 to 30 below. This morning is when we had that chance to stay 20 to 30 below. This afternoon, it improves a bit between about 15 and 20 below. So overall, still brutal to be out there.
The timing of this winter storm is especially impactful. Christmas is 2 days away. So many people are traveling. More than 113 million Americans are going to be driving or flying. A lot of them, though, are going to be driving.
If you're one of them snow plows here in Fayette County in the central Kentucky, they're out, but many of the roads are not great, especially in neighborhoods. Right now, we're checking with our Tyler Melito. He is on Man o' War Boulevard. He has a live look at the conditions. Tyler, tell us what you know.
Yeah, Mandy and Krista, the roads have certainly picked up in terms of traffic over the course of the last hour from while we were at Bluegrass Airport. Our photographer, Noah Lockhart, he's been saying the roads, they feel a little less slick in some areas. We were just driving along New Circle Road and then down Nicholasville Road, about to turn on to Man o' War. And you can certainly see that as more and more cars start coming out, the kind of snow starts to melt a little bit. They're starting to get a little worn down. And we saw a lot of snow plows and a lot of trucks starting laying down salt, starting to erode some of that sheet of ice that formed over the flash freeze conditions from last night. As of right now, we're stuck at this red light, so you really can't get a good look at Man o' War, but I mean, you can see the cars. People are starting to go, and here's the green light. There we go. A lot of people thought, I mean, a white Christmas is a great thing. You think that you want a white Christmas to have the sun, but I don't think anyone expected how this was going to be in terms of the cold. Driving is still not the safest. A lot of conditions are still very icy on those offshoot roads. We were driving down one a little bit earlier this morning. It was definitely a little slick, as crews are probably most likely trying to get those main roads for now where there's more heavy traffic. And also, if you are planning on driving at all today, know your vehicle in terms of its maintenance, its brakes, especially because it's very icy when you're trying to brake at a stoplight or stop sign. You're going to skid a little bit more, your tire condition. And also, if your car does have four-wheel drive, you're definitely going to want to use it when you're making those turns. It's going to be a lifesaver in terms of drifting out versus not. Man o' War looking very clear right now. So traffic's a little bit slower. On New Circle Road, traffic was actually picking up in terms of the speed. We saw some people zooming at over 50 miles an hour. We were going a little bit under at around 20 miles an hour. But it's definitely varying. It's based on your level of comfortability right now if you're driving around. But we'll have more coverage throughout the morning. Reporting in Lexington, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
Thank you, Tyler and Noah. Stay safe out there. Now, here's a look at a video out of eastern Kentucky. This is in Louisa, sent by Jackie Cavins. You can see that blanket of snow. And as Justin's been saying, there's still some snow lingering over there. Be safe if you're on the roads out there in that area. There's also video from our storm chaser, Chris Hall, in Perry County. You can see strong winds blowing the snow near a gas station. Coming up, there is a plow. He has video of that as well. They're treating the roads there in Perry County. As always, help us tell the weather story by you. Email your photos and videos to Fox 56 News. To news@fox56news.com. That email again is news@fox56news.com. You can also reach out to us on social media.
Okay, so there are power outages. There were about 16,000 power outages at last check in the state of Kentucky. Some of those here in our area. Right now, we're joined on the phone by Daniel Lowry with Kentucky Utilities. First off, thank you for being here with us. Can you give us an update, Daniel, on the current outage situation in central Kentucky?
Good morning. Thank you, Mandy and Krista. Yes, right now, we've got about, all totaled in our service territory, about a little more than 5,000 customers without power. In Lexington, we're talking about 450. But that number at one point was around 12,000 for our customers. We've cut that in half. Our crews have been busy.
So you and I talked on the phone yesterday, and you were saying a lot of our crews had planned holidays. So I'm just really grateful that you guys, it's sometimes I think a thankless job that you do, but you said you've got all these women and men who are on standby ready to keep the people of Kentucky's power on.
Absolutely. Do you know how long it's going to be until they can get that power back on?
Well, it really varies. We've seen the snow and the ice, as Justin mentioned, have moved through, but we're still dealing with these high wind gusts. And that causes the real threat with the trees and the limbs that can get into our lines. Our system is built to withstand extreme conditions, but those trees aren't.
So that's a good thing to point out because, I was driving in and the snow was blowing like crazy. But if you think about these crews trying to go up on that truck in that bucket and the wind blowing around, how much does that affect them trying to do their job?
It's a great impact. I mean, at Bluegrass Airport, the wind gusts were over 40 miles per hour. So our crews put safety first. And if it is too windy, they have to take other measures other than use the bucket truck. But these guys and our folks are dedicated, and they've been busy all night, and they will continue to do so as long as the wind keeps knocking trees into power lines. And we ask that folks be patient with us because the KU crews are busy, and we're trying to get power back to folks as quickly and as safely as possible.
Daniel, real quick, I don't know if you're at the point yet or if you're considering it, but what about assistance? You're going to be reaching out to anybody else to help with these outages?
Right. We are in contact with our mutual assistance partners. At this point, we feel we have the resources that we need, and at some point we may try or go and be available to help other utilities because it looks like there are other areas that have been hit a lot harder.
Daniel, we're so grateful that you took the time to talk with us this morning. It's very important because the last thing people want to be dealing with right now are the holidays. And I hope that all of your crews are out there. They're staying safe and they're staying warm. And I know we're going to have another update for you in about an hour, but thank you for being with us. So the other thing we've got to talk about is the airline situation because like we've told you, you got to get to the roads, but a lot of people are taking the roads to the airport. A lot of people trying to fly, or they're welcoming people to town. And there are a lot of cancellations. If you think it's bad here, we'll tell you about the local cancellations in a second. But nationally, this is the FlightAware misery map. And I think when you hover over some of the airports, like you can see there that is the Chicago Midway Airport, more than half of the flights there have been canceled. If you move over to Detroit, it's showing half of those flights. And I think this probably just updated at 7 a.m., but we're seeing widespread cancellations as a result of this winter storm. And yeah, those are far away locations from us, but it has a trickle-down effect to us here in Lexington at the Bluegrass Airport, at the Cincinnati Airport, at the Louisville Airport, because we use all of those three. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Bluegrass Airport right now. There have been cancellations all throughout the morning, and those ones that were supposed to have taken off. They're no longer on this map, but right now you can see there's 3 canceled at this point for the rest of the day. We've got 4 flights that are delayed. Some incoming flights, both from Detroit, have already been canceled because Detroit was hammered or is getting hammered. And we're going to stay on top of that. But I know that a lot of people really keeping their fingers crossed. And I can also tell you out of Cincy and Louisville, Cincy had 15 canceled flights. Louisville had 8. So before you leave to drive up there and risk being on the roads, make sure you check to see the status of your flight.
Absolutely. And we're going to continue to keep you updated on this Arctic blast and impact here on the Bluegrass all morning long.
And obviously it's not just here in Kentucky or in Lexington.
A major storm hitting during one of the busiest travel times of the year. I'm Mike Tobin in Chicago. Details coming up.
Fox 56 News Nonstop is sponsored by Arby's. Come in for a classic French dip sandwich today. Tender roast beef served with au jus for dipping. Available for a limited time. Family Wealth Group. Retirement begins here. Contact us at thefamilywealthgroup.com. Josie's, serving local favorites you know and love. Now open for dinner Wednesday through Saturday, 5 to 9. Friday night in the Bluegrass. Time to show your school spirit and cheer for your home team. So come on, get in the game with Home Team Friday Nights. Tonight at 10:35 on Fox 56. Sponsored by Hitachi Ostemo.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
dragging chains can spark a wildfire? Only you can prevent wildfires.
Do you have an estate to settle, equipment to sell, or business to liquidate? When buyers compete, sellers win. Baker Auctions and Real Estate is a full-service auction agency. Give us a call or check us out on the web at bidbaker.com. And don't forget, get more for your acre. Call Willie Baker.
The huge year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days, and so is your chance to get a lot more truck for a lot less money. Hurry in today for more savings on 2022 Ford F-150, now with 2.9 for 60 plus $1,000 retail bonus cash. More power, more capability, more toughness. That's why F-150's been a part of the best-selling truck lineup for more than 45 years. To get 2.9 for 60 plus a grand bonus cash on F-150, get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Binax Now gives you reliable results in 15 minutes and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
Roman and Ricochet face Imperium in a Marathon 34th Street fight plus a tag team title match. An all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, tonight on Fox.
7:14 now. Our live dry crew, Tyler and Noah, they are out in some of Lexington's neighborhoods right now, driving around, and you can see these roads have not been treated. So, again, what are we going to tell you? We're going to tell you to not get on the roads if you don't have to.
Absolutely, be safe. We have Justin Logan over there in the Weather Center. He has some more roads up on the neck behind him. This one is in Pikeville. They look a lot different, a lot clearer than the road we just saw from Tyler and Noah.
Yes, they do. This is US 23 at 119 here in Pikeville, and you'll notice road crews have had success in really clearing off a lot of that snow and ice down here, looking good. That's not obviously the case everywhere. Let's look at another major roadway across our viewing area, and this is going to be I-64 just west of the Moorhead area. Look at the difference here, all right? This is I-64, and it is still mostly covered here just before you get to Moorhead. So I'm sure that interstate is looking like that through the balance of it, or at least in spots. What can you expect through the next 12 hours? Dangerous cold, 5 below zero, the temperature this morning, anywhere from 0 to 5 below at 8, still below 0 at 11, mostly cloudy at 2, dangerous wind chills through the balance of the day, 15 to 20 below. That's the wind chill still at 5 p.m. This morning. It's lower. It's 20 to 30 below. So as Mandy and Krista have been mentioning, we've been talking about it all morning. If you don't have to be out, just don't go out because of the roadways, but also just because of how cold it is. I'll have your 7-day forecast that has improvements in just a few minutes.
So the storm isn't just affecting us here in the Bluegrass. It's affecting everybody across the country. Millions of people are trying to travel. Flights are just a mess this morning.
A lot of the flights out of Bluegrass Airport that are canceled are to the Chicago airport. We have Fox News senior correspondent Mike Tobin. He's at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago with a closer look.
Nature chose one of the busiest times of the year to uncork winter's fury, leaving many travelers with nowhere to rest but the floor of the terminal. Even where the weather had not turned bad, some people got the news their flight was canceled because the weather was bad at the destination.
They changed my gate, then they canceled my flight, so I got to go back down here, rebook, or either refund.
I'm not optimistic. If they already had canceled flight for later in the day, so it's not looking good.
Denver and the Twin Cities seemed to get the storm first, while security lines pushed across the terminal at Minneapolis-St. Paul. The ripple of delays and cancellations caused lines to wrap around the corner at LaGuardia.
General boarding, all flights are airlines.
Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson also saw crowds pile up while the snow accumulated elsewhere. But with the prediction of wind gusts reaching 50 miles per hour in places like Chicago, driving the wind chill to -30 and drastically reducing visibility, the storm has the potential to be much more severe than a travel disruption.
Please take this storm extremely seriously. And I don't know whether your bosses will let you, but if you all have travel plans, leave now.
For millions of people whose lives have been disrupted by years of pandemic, trying to reconnect with family for the holidays, it can mean canceled plans again. At best, a delay.
Everybody just needs to know that be patient, give the airlines time to get properly de-iced. Understand that we're going to get you there as efficiently and as safely as we can.
By 5 p.m., O'Hare saw 262 flight cancellations, 116 out of Midway. Nationwide, there were 2,271 domestic flights that were canceled. Millions of people are just trying to get home. The temperature plunged to 10 degrees with a wind chill of -5. It's only getting colder and windier.
All right, and this is a live look from this morning. I actually shot this on my way home, on my way in from home. You could see the wind gusting. That is on Nicholasville Road. This is actually my driveway where you can just see a lot of snow had kind of built up. And this is my favorite one. You can see my door was frozen solid. It took me about 25 minutes to get all that ice off. Here's a sweet gentleman just scooping off the sidewalk. That is not part of my video, but I do appreciate his efforts. Certainly not easy, but that gives you a good idea of what to expect if you have to go outside. It's going to take a while. Your car's going to be coated in ice. You're going to have to plan to give yourself probably 20 minutes or more to melt all that ice.
Absolutely. I was texting this morning that the frost on my windshield was not defrosting, and my 5-minute drive to work actually took me 25 minutes to get here. So if you're on the roads, again, be careful. Be patient. And later this morning, we're going to be talking with other officials about the impact of this winter storm.
In our next half hour, we'll get an update from Kentucky's Transportation Department. They're in overdrive right now on their efforts to keep the roads clear.
On the go? Stream Fox 56 News live on your phone and watch wherever you are.
High volume, low price, twice the jewelry, half the price.
The Castle.
The Castle.
I love the Castle. Shop the Castle for diamond infinity rings and necklaces. Your choice, just $1.99.
The Castle will make your wife and your wallet happy.
This Christmas, shop the Castle.
For your next clogged drain, don't call a general plumber, call a specialist. The experts at Lex Reuter specialize in clogged drains and pipes. We offer preventative maintenance and 24-hour emergency service for your peace of mind. Lex Reuter, we keep you flowing.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and our favorite time of the year at Isaacs and Isaacs. From our family to yours, have a happy and safe holiday season, filled with a lot of laughter, joy, and love. Remember, if you're celebrating, please don't drink and drive. Together, let's make 2023 the best year ever.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries offers free design services to help you create a unique look for your home, so you can work around that one special piece you can't live without. Perfect. It's the year-end sale at Lazy Boy. Don't miss your chance to save 45% on your favorite styles store-wide. Plus, you'll receive 36 months special financing on your purchase. So don't wait. Hurry in now. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
The future looks good. The future looks good to me. We'll find a way back. We're on the right track, and we don't look back. No, no. The future looks
Beautiful jewelry.
Low, low price.
Huge selection.
Has to be the Castle.
The Castle.
The Castle.
The Castle.
Case 3/4 carat bridal sets are $17.99. The Castle's 1 carat bridal sets are only $15.95. Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
All right, let's look at some of the other traffic cameras across the area. I-75 Bryan Station Road here. So this is Bryan Station. This is I-75. You can see a number of lanes here cleared. Road crews, big salute to them for real. They have been working tirelessly overnight, last night, this morning, continuing through the weekend. This is looking good here. Now, again, secondary roads, tertiary roads, neighborhoods, things like that are obviously going to be last to be treated. But the main thoroughfares are improving. This is I-75 on the Clays Ferry Bridge here, going through, again, from Fayette County into Madison County. Things looking mainly good. Obviously, still kind of some patchy areas or some shiny spots, likely still some ice there on the roads and spots, but overall improvements. Let's head further south on I-75. This is in Whitley County. You'll notice, you can see some tracks here, but roads a little farther south, still somewhat covered, a little bit more there. The big system, it's created this big blizzard ongoing across, look at this, the Great Lakes, and then working its way now up in toward Ontario, the center of the blizzard, moving away, and it's taking the snow with it away from us. But we still have some wraparound clouds. Could lead to some snow flurries occasionally through the day, and obviously wrapping in the cold. Let's look at Futurecast. We're going to start wide, and then we're going to hone in on the viewing area. This high pressure, this Arctic high, it's going to try to nudge its way in, but still likely some wraparound clouds holding from that low that's to the north. And wind that still continues. We're likely still looking at clouds into tonight. Then during the day tomorrow, I foresee that at least some of us, especially further west you go, the closer you get to Louisville and western Kentucky, and the closer you get to the Kentucky-Tennessee state line, I expect there to be a little bit more sun breaking through tomorrow. Mostly cloudy to partly sunny. Then Sunday, Christmas Day, starts cold, but we're likely looking at more sunshine then, and that will help with the melting. Overall, mostly cloudy day, blowing snow, frigid, a forecast temperature of about 4 this afternoon, if we're even able to get that warm. Wind chills still 15 to 30 below tonight. Mostly cloudy, down to about 0. Wind chills back down 15 to 25 below 0. We head into tomorrow, a little warmer, mostly cloudy to partly sunny. Temperatures between about upper single digits to the low teens for highs, but wind chills still 10 to 20 below. They should get a little better into tomorrow afternoon, but that's the range for the day. We go in the next 7. Christmas is looking better and feeling a little better, mid to upper teens to near 20. We're into the 20s ahead of another system that rolls in Monday, and that could bring some more light snow for the area. As we go into Tuesday, that departs, some flurries there, but look at that, above freezing, 50s. By next Thursday. Stick around. More Fox 56 News coming up after the break.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air. 'Tis the season to go out and about. Deanne Stevens shares some holiday cheer with Marvin Bartlett.
That my grandmother used to make.
Justin Logan. And rings in the new year with sports director Mitch Brown. Go out and about for the holidays. Tuesday and Thursday on the Fox 56 Morning News.
Todd and Sarah are in love. But this isn't your classic rom-com. It's a Nissan event ad. Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Make no payments until March 2023 on select vehicles.
When you're ready to go, but static says, whoa. Try Bounce Lasting Fresh. More freshness, more softness, less static, less wrinkles. New Bounce Lasting Fresh. Yeah, it's the sheet.
Lexington's #1 breakfast diner is now open for dinner. From Wednesday to Saturday, Josie's in Chevy Chase is serving up local favorites you know and love. Hits like our award-winning hot brown, grilled salmon, the Josie Burger, and walleye pike. Give the perfect gift to a friend or family this season. $50 and $100 Josie's gift cards are 10% off. Dinner at Josie's. Now that's delicious.
I'm Justin Peterson of the Peterson Law Office. I've represented thousands hurt in Kentucky through no fault of their own. I offer free consultations to take as much time as you need to learn about your case. Kentucky, call me. 859-469-6390. I'm here to help you and your family.
Hi! Need new glasses? Get more from your benefits at VisionWorks.
How can you see me squinting?
I can't. I'm just telling everyone. Hey!
Use your vision benefits before they expire.
VisionWorks. See the difference.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season now on furniture and mattresses, like the Radley Shays Sectional, $19.99, and game table set starting at $5.99. Plus, get up to 50% off select mattress closeouts now at Macy's.
Todd and Sarah are in love, but this isn't your classic rom-com. It's a Nissan Aventad. Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get $500 loyalty cash on Pathfinder or Rogue.
Always know what's coming your way with a 7-day forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air.
7:28 this morning. There's Tyler and Noah again driving around Lexington. They moved from neighborhood roads, which you could see before there was a lot of snow on the ground. They're on Man of War this time. Still a lot of snow on the ground, but crews are out there doing the best that they can.
And we are very grateful to them for working so hard heading up to the holiday to keep everyone safe. All right, so we've got to get to some news, but it's holiday related, so it's okay.
Speaking of the holidays.
I'll be home for Christmas. Might be the lyrics to your favorite Christmas song, but a Lexington woman says the phrase holds special meaning this year.
Sylvania Bell is spending Christmas at home, and it might not sound like a big deal, but for her, it's an absolute dream come true. Her home had been on the brink of unlivable for the past 20 years. Lexington PD's neighborhood resource officer Ryan Holland says she was in dire need of help, but now several months of work and $90,000 in repairs paid through community support and private donations. Miss Bell's house is as good as new, and she's able to move back in just in time for Christmas.
It's just a dream come true for me. It is. I'm emotional, but it's better because I said pray, and I know I didn't have the money to get things fixed up, but it's better. It's better. It's a special Christmas for me.
Ms. Bell says she's looking forward to creating new memories with her family in her house for many, many years to come.
And we'll continue to monitor the situation outside, but later this morning, we'll keep you updated on that. But the doc is also going to be in, checking in with us.
We cannot forget about him. He'll be in to talk about building muscle just in time for your New Year's resolution.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. At last, a sequel that lives up to your expectations. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Most people agree that they want to minimize taxes. We need to understand how the IRS looks at our money. We have 4 different buckets of money. And bucket 1, when we make money, causes a tax. Bucket 2 is pre-tax. Bucket 3 and bucket 4 are both tax-free. Sit down with us for a complimentary session and let's talk about how this could apply to you.
Dear Santa, I want a new truck for my dad and an SUV for my grandma. And I want them to have a really good time when they go look at trucks and cars. Can you make that happen?
For 63 years, Jack Kane Ford in Versailles has been providing their customers with the best buying experience available. You can shop in a no-pressure atmosphere while being treated with integrity and respect. Just a 5-minute drive from New Circle Road in Versailles. Jack Kane Ford is open through Friday the 23rd at 6 p.m. or shop them online at caneford.com and feel good this year about your car buying experience.
The staff at Hager and Kunda Funeral Home and Cremations want to wish you and your families a safe and happy holiday.
Make a community connection with UK Healthcare. Tuesdays on the Fox 56 Morning News, get the latest in family health and wellness from the experts. UK Healthcare. Extraordinary care is right here.
Landmark Recovery, you can overcome drug addiction and live.
Don't ignore the signs of substance abuse. Landmark Recovery can help you today. Call 866-LANDMARK for affordable, local treatment so you can live a better life.
Make a community connection with UK Healthcare. Tuesdays on the Fox 56 Morning News, get the latest in family health and wellness from the experts. UK Healthcare. Extraordinary care is right here.
Merry Christmas from Fox 56.
Arctic air in place. The flurries continue. How warm will the temperatures get? We'll track that ahead.
And all eyes are still on the roads this morning, whether you're waking up and just tuning in. We have live looks at driving conditions all around the state and the latest updates, whether you're traveling to the holiday or you have people visiting you.
And we'll also tell you what Kentucky State Police says you need to know this morning if you plan to head out.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 7:30.
Good morning. I'm Mandy Noel.
And I'm Krista Spadaccini in for Paul Jones. Joining us a little later, we have more officials talking about this winter weather. We have Justin Logan over in the Weather Center.
Yeah. Here in just a couple minutes, we're going to talk to the Kentucky Transportation Department. Those men and women have been up working overnight trying to clear the roads and make everything safe for us as we prepare for the holidays. Justin, no snow, but it's only getting colder.
It is only getting colder.
And that's concerning.
Temperatures have continued to drop. This is one of our cameras now looking live over in Paris. You can see clouds are definitely moving back in. We had seen at least a few breaks in the clouds, but look at the roadways there. Paris Pike or Lexington Road in front of the Bourbon County Middle School. We're looking toward the bypass. There are tracks there because road crews have been out working all night long, but still definitely by no means clear there. As we look at a different camera, I'm going to take you a little bit further. Well, let's move on for our forecast, and I'll show you more of our cameras in a bit. Blowing snow, frigid today, wind chills 15 to 30 below zero. We may not even get to 4 degrees for a high today. We may hover close to zero. Just sticking through the day. We've already seen most of the snow end, but we could see some additional flurries. Look at those wind gusts, which are obviously a concern, which is creating the wind chills, but the wind with things that are just frozen because of any of the moisture from the rain that was on the trees. If you listen, because I was out on the balcony just a bit ago, you can hear like cracking, almost like we had freezing rain. We didn't, but it's that similar sound because there's just like a layer of ice on things. That wind, not good for obviously power troubles that do continue in some places, guys.
The timing of this winter storm is especially impactful because Christmas is 2 days away. More than 113 million Americans are planning to travel, many of them driving.
Snowplows, they're out and about. Many of the roads are not great, especially in those neighborhoods on those side streets. Right now, we're checking in with our Tyler Melito. I believe he's on Man o' War Boulevard. Is that correct, Tyler?
Well, Krista and Mandy, we are currently on Sir Barton Way in the Hamburg neighborhood. We were driving through some neighborhoods around Tate's Creek and Man o' War, and you can tell that there's been maybe 1 or 2 cars in total throughout the day today. Here on Sir Barton Way, and while we were on Man o' War a little bit earlier, you can tell there's been a lot more traffic, cars going a little bit faster. I will say, if you are driving today, we're going to talk to an expert a little bit later about how to handle with snowplows, but just in general, drive a little bit slower, be mindful of your fellow Lexingtonians and Kentuckians on the road today and be safe, just because some people, they might not be as comfortable driving on this snow and icy roads. Others might be a little bit more comfortable, so you want to have that varying level. Our photographer, Noah Lockhart, he's an expert at driving ice. He's been keeping us safe all morning this morning. Looking at it right now, the other thing is that's been very important, there isn't a whole lot of salt on the road. You might be asking, well, why aren't these snowplows, why aren't they putting salt on it if they're clearing the road? Well, salt has a freezing point of about 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So obviously with the temperatures below it, it's really not going to have much an effect. They're adding a little bit of like a sustainable syrup, if you will, into the salt. That's what I was told by Lexington Roads Department yesterday. That will help lower the freezing point eventually, but as of right now, they just want to make sure that the roads are somewhat clear. The driving conditions overall, though, are very good right now. I don't say very good. They're fairly good right now, all things considered. Reporting in Lexington, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
All right, we're staying on the topic of the roads. We are delighted and really grateful to have the Kentucky Transportation Department. We got Natasha on the phone right now. Are you there with us, Natasha?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. It's Natasha Lacey. I know you are District 7, which covers much of our area, including Fayette County, where Tyler is driving right now. You have had people working around the clock. Tell us what your crews are seeing and what they're doing.
Okay. Yes, our crews have been working overnight. They're continuing to plow and treat routes. They are reporting, of course, low temperatures, and roads are hard-packed with snow over ice. So that's something to keep in mind. There is ice underneath the snow.
Well, Natasha, with the ice, a lot of people, we use the salt, but at a certain point, the salt stops working. So what are your crews trying to do to get to that hard pack ice underneath all of the snow?
Well, we use calcium chloride, and we have other types of methods of chemicals that we can use that are effective. And so we apply those as needed. At this time, plowing is their main focus.
And you were just telling me a minute ago, we've got to give our plow trucks room, because if there's, and that, I don't even know how we get around this, because so many people are going to be driving today and trying to get from one point to another because of the holiday. But you're saying, stay off the roads. Our plow trucks have a job to do.
Well, we want to ask motorists if they do have to leave their homes and be out driving, if they see a snowplow truck, to please give that truck room to do its job. The trucks cannot function when there are many lines of cars that are packed together. So you want to give that some thought. When you see a snowplow truck, give them room to do their job.
We've had our crews, Natasha, out on the roads all morning. You were saying that there's priority routes for your crews. Those main roads, we were seeing that they're clearer than those neighborhood roads. Do you have any timeline of when they're going to be transitioning to those side streets, or are they going to be focusing really on those main roads throughout the morning, the rest of the day, and the weekend?
Well, the state routes are your main routes. We're responsible for the interstates, also New Circle Road. So that's something to keep in mind. We do have rural routes, too, as well. But priority routes, your interstates and such as New Circle Road, of course, are the most heavily traveled and are addressed first. We do want to warn the public that there is blowing and drifting snow that reduces visibility. So if you are out driving, you need to remember that it might seem clear, and then all of a sudden you'll have blowing and drifting snow that will reduce your visibility.
That is excellent information, and thank you for pointing that out. That is a very good reminder to people, and we're going to talk with you again in the next hour, Natasha. I know you've been working tirelessly, and so we're very grateful that you took the time to help us get this message out to our viewers.
Absolutely, but if people aren't driving, there's also a lot of people that are flying, and those are also impacted by this winter storm.
That is correct. People are being impacted by this winter storm, including travelers.
Absolutely. Been saying it all morning. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera. She's live from Newark Liberty Airport with more.
Forecasters say it's shaping up to be one of the worst winter storms in decades, affecting millions nationwide ahead of the holidays.
You're supposed to be used to it, but you never get used to it. Not this anyway. This is real cold. This is frigid.
A powerful and life-threatening winter storm is causing havoc across the country, bringing intense winds, extremely low temperatures, snow, and freezing rain to portions of the West, Midwest, Great Plains, Gulf Coast, and eastern United States.
Trying to shovel in little bits at a time because it's so cold out, but more tomorrow too, I'm expecting.
So far, thousands of flights have been canceled during one of the busiest travel weeks as frustration grows.
We've been here for like an hour and a half now. Nobody's been answering our questions. They just send us to like 4 different places.
Sleep in the airport.
A blast of Arctic air is only making things worse. The National Weather Service placing more than half of the U.S. population under wind chill alerts, with some regions experiencing a roughly 50-degree drop in temperature. Across the Gulf Coast, the extreme cold spell has residents seeking warming shelters.
I'm going to charge up all my electronic devices. I'm going to make sure I'm warm. I'm going to eat all my snacks, and I'm going to stay here as long as I can.
Heavy rain, meanwhile, has communities along the East Coast worried about flooding, as crews also prep for dangerous black ice.
Conditions are expected to remain dicey heading into the weekend. Local and federal officials are advising people to heed warnings, give yourself time to get to a destination, or avoid traveling if you don't have to. At Newark Liberty International Airport, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
You're watching the Fox 56 Morning News, the only news that stays local from 5 to 9. Fayette Mall jewelry thief makes his getaway.
Flood the area on a Western bus.
If you recognize this bus-riding bandit, call the anonymous tip line. Bluegrass Crime Stoppers with Kristen Flum on Fox 56 News at 10.
With Kroger Delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
My brother got me this ring when he was stationed overseas. He didn't make it home, but his best friend made sure that I got it and became the love of my life.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Hey, we've got a problem. We got a problem.
We got a problem. Honey, call Aqueducts, Plumbing, Septic, and Sewer.
There are still too many bad burgers out there. So Arby's is running that Wagyu Steakhouse burger back. Arby's, we have the meat.
Christmas Day on Fox.
Everybody in the world watching, so let's get them choked.
'Tis the season for a showdown in Miami.
We woke up ready. I said nothing but the best today.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack in a must-win game.
Touchdown! Let's go!
While Tua, Tyreek, and the Dolphins continue their run towards the playoffs.
Oh, what a play!
It all kicks off Christmas Day at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's girls' night out.
I feel a spreading warmth through my extremities.
As long as you don't feel it running down your pants, you're fine.
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 6 and 7:30. What Day Is It is sponsored by Hughes and Coleman, Injury Lawyers.
It's time for What Day Is It? Get your popcorn and snacks ready because today is National Christmas Movie Marathon Day.
Yes.
The first Christmas movie was released back in 1898. Since then, there have been thousands of Christmas movies released. Whether in the mood for a Christmas classic or a Hallmark Christmas movie, there are plenty to choose from to get you in the holiday spirit. The top grossing Christmas movies is the 2018 release of The Grinch, which made $512.8 million at the box office worldwide. You know what I just watched on Netflix? I Believe in Santa. It's another Christmas movie where this grown man believes in Santa Claus still.
And this chick, okay, I would never date Eric and I sat down and I was like, we're watching this weekend. We're going to laugh at how stupid it is.
Did you like it,
but it's cute. We didn't watch it yet. I was like, we're saving it for this weekend. He believes in Christmas and she starts dating him and she's like, oh, that's your red flag.
She's a journalist, so that's just another. I'm not going to spoil the movie.
I bet the acting is great.
It is great. All Christmas movies are great.
Up next, today is National Roots Day. Oh, this holiday gives us a chance to look back at our family's history and learn about our ancestors. There are several ways to build your family tree. One of the most common ways is by using websites like Ancestry.com. They have over 30 billion records and over, wow, that's a lot, 20 million people in their growing DNA network.
When you said Roots Day, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got to get my hair done, but I thought of hair.
And I almost cracked a joke about our roots. But I didn't. But that's what I thought of too. Okay. All right, we've got much more on the severe weather situation that we're experiencing coming up, and Justin has your look at the weather coming up next.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu only at Hardee's.
Painting isn't just our job, it's our passion. Our team at Winter Circle Painting is dedicated to bringing you quality work, saving you time and money. From homes to businesses, there's no job too big or too small.
For winning results, choose Winter Circle Painting.
Listen, I'm done settling because this is my secret. I put it on once, no more touch-ups.
Secret has pH balancing minerals and it helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. So pull it in close. Secret works.
I
I like to boost it, boost it. My vitamins can boost it. I like to boost it, boost it. We like to boost it.
Find your boost. Uplifting vitamin boost.
Boost it.
Spectacular sights on holiday nights. The Southern Lights are on.
Celebrate the season nightly at the Kentucky Horse Park. Now through December 31st. Excludes Christmas Day.
Spectacular sights on holiday nights.
Over 1 million twinkling lights will dazzle your family. Be sure to leave time to visit the all-new Holiday Village.
Presented by Friends of Coal. Don't miss it.
The Southern Lights are on.
Happy holidays, everybody.
With so many lawyers on television, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. As America's largest injury firm, we have more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Last year alone, our team answered over 2 million of your calls and recovered over $1 billion for our clients. Our goal is to get you as much as you deserve as quickly as possible. Results matter. Reputation matters. Morgan & Morgan.
Everyone needs a four-legged friend.
Oh, we got a baby on board.
Join us every Wednesday as we feature a new canine companion in need of a forever home.
Forever Homes is sponsored by VCA, Woodford Animal Hospital.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Looking at the radar this morning, the snow showers have really moved out. We have some flurries still lingering. There may be some glorified flurries to very light snow showers right along the Kentucky-West Virginia state line. But for the most part, the measurable snowfall has ended, which is good news, but the roads are still very dangerous. Look at this. This is New Circle at Alumni. You can see, obviously, yes, there are still some tracks right there, but road crews continue to work on all the roadways. Now, that's really main roadways. Then they'll get to the secondary, as you were hearing a little bit earlier, secondary, tertiary roads a little bit later on once the main roads are much better. We would usually see a better view, obviously, from our tower cam, but it's frozen over, and it won't pan or tilt because it's frozen. So this is our ice-covered view, and you can make out a little bit of Euclid Avenue far off in the distance, but it is just cold any way you slice it. We're talking temperatures right now 0 to about 6, 7 below. Wind chills now are 20 to 30 below. Let's look through the rest of the day. Mostly cloudy conditions are expected, squeezing out some flurries here and there. And yes, the winds that continue to gust 30, 35 miles an hour. We head through the overnight, still mostly cloudy, could still see some more snow flurries flying. Winds still not that much lower, gusting 25 to 35, creating wind chills below 0 again. Through the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Later in the day, there is a shot we could become partly sunny, so a little sun possible tomorrow, especially southern Kentucky and points the further west you get of Lexington. Christmas morning may start off with a little cloud cover, but should turn partly cloudy, if not mostly sunny, by the afternoon. Then, look what comes our way on Monday. Well, hello, another quick-moving clipper system. It's going to bring another bout of some snow. Early indications are that could put down some minor accumulation. Still, though, adding insult to injury, we're getting ready. People are traveling back home on Monday, or some people are going back to work. And we got another little quick-moving snowmaker. That one's not going to put a lot down, but it could still create some slick travel on Monday. Today, blowing snow, frigid, otherwise mostly cloudy, wind chills 15 to 30 below. Temperatures themselves will be hard-pressed to go much above 0 now that the clouds have built back in. We did see some brief breaks in the clouds, which allowed our temperatures to get even lower, but those clouds have filled back in. Mostly cloudy tonight, big goose egg, wind chills 15 to 25 below 0. Tomorrow, not much better as we're looking into the next few days. Look at this. Temperatures may maybe at 13 with some late day peaks of sunshine. Wind chills still through the day tomorrow, 10 to 20 below. Now, by late tomorrow afternoon, we may get the wind chill to improve as much as about up to 0 or a little bit above in parts of southern Kentucky. But overall, the trend is up from here in the days ahead, up to the at least upper 20s. But that next chance for some snow showers on Monday, flurries on Tuesday. We're into the 40s, Wednesday 50s by next Thursday as we're thawing out, and maybe seeing some rain showers late Thursday. The doc is in on the other side of the break.
On the go? Stream Fox 56 News live on your phone and watch wherever you are. Friday night in the Bluegrass. Time to show your school spirit and cheer for your home team. So come on, get in the game with Home Team Friday Nights. Tonight at 10:35 on Fox 56. Sponsored by Hitachi Ostemo.
At Fayette Heating and Air, you'll hear a friendly voice ready to turn your problems into solutions every time. That's our every time promise.
At Fayette Heating and Air, we back up every job with the best guarantees in the business. Every time. That's our every time promise.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
Kentucky is hiring. You can find a job or post a job at the Kentucky Careers webpage. Now on Fox56News.com. Sponsored by Hitachi Ostemo.
My brother got me this ring when he was serving overseas. He didn't make it home, but his best friend made sure I got it. I guess this ring is double special to me because it introduced me to the man that would become my husband. And it was the last gift that I got from my brother and my hero.
Express your extraordinary love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia. As always, we're bringing you great deals.
For example, this 2023 Kia Telluride, only $449 down and $449 a month. 2023 Forte, only $279 down and $279 a month. And remember, if you take home over $350 a week, then we have more than 20 lenders who want to approve you.
Come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
Roman and Ricochet face Imperium in a Marathon 34th Street fight plus a tag team title match. An all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, tonight on Fox.
7:55, and hey, we got to take a break from talking about all this winter weather to talk about something else important. The doc, he's in. Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor, Dr. Ryan Stanton, in studio with us.
I find this fascinating. He's going to be showing us a study that 80%, yes, 80% of Americans don't reach muscle strength guidelines.
Not surprised.
Absolutely, and actually, if you paid attention Tuesday, we talked about this cold weather coming up, and so we're going to take a little break because now you've heard about it a lot. So we're going to talk about strength. In fact, HHS did a report that said about 80% of Americans don't meet their strength guidelines, meaning the muscle strength, not just fitness, but overall muscle strength. We have about 650 muscles within the human body. The muscle health is really what impacts the rest of our health, especially long term. Things like hypertension, diabetes, things of that nature. This is critical for the elderly, especially in conditions like this where we're talking about stability and risk of falls. Now, many people are going to do weight training, and as we get into our New Year's resolutions for 2023, unfortunately, many people are focusing on those large muscle groups and not necessarily on the most important muscle groups, which is those stabilizers, those smaller muscles that may not put you on the beach bod, but may very well keep you from falling in the nice, cold, icy weather that we're seeing right now.
Core
strength.
You got to work your core.
Absolutely. So take care of all those muscles, get that fitness, do all the things that you need to do. And as we plan for 2023, you got some time right now with the cold weather. You need to stay home. You can plan for what you're going to do to help with that health, wellness, and fitness, and strength training is a great way to do it. We're going to talk about more here in about 30 minutes.
That was my question. All right, we'll be right back.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. It's the Lazy Boy year-end sale. For a limited time, you can save 45% on everything in the store. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
ADA Heating and Air is offering special pricing in 2022 for upgrades to new, more efficient systems that qualify for tax credits or rebates in 2023.
If you think your HVAC unit is not going to make it through the winter, call us today.
With Sonic's 2 for $5 menu, you get 2 delicious things for only $5. How will you know which 2 to choose? Don't ask us. That's a rhetorical question. And everyone knows 2 for $5 is better than 1, which is helpful if you struggle with decision making. The Sonic 2 for $5 menu.
Sonic. Don, we now our year-end savings at Don Franklin Chevrolet. During the Chevy Red Tag event, get up to $2,500 total cash allowance on select new 2022 and 2023 Chevy Silverado 1500 models, or drive away in the all-new 2023 Chevy Equinox LS for only $27,920. Find new roads at Don Franklin Chevrolet.
Charmin Ultra Soft has so much cushiony softness, it's hard for your family to remember they can use less.
Sweet pillows of softness.
This is soft. Holy Charmin. Oh, excuse me. Roll it back, everybody. Sorry. Charmin Ultra Soft is now even softer, so you'll want more. But it's so absorbent, you can use less, so it's always worth it. Now, what did we learn about using less?
You gotta roll it back, everybody.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
If you already know that a blend of tender, marbled Wagyu beef makes the best burger, good for you. Arby's Wagyu Steakhouse Burger is back. You beef genius? Arby's, we have the meat.
If it's the pros, the Cats, or home team Friday nights, Fox 56 has your team covered. Don't wait up for scores and highlights. Catch Mitch Brown with sports every night on the Fox 56 News at 10. Sponsored by Arby's.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. It's the Lazy Boy year-end sale. For a limited time, you can save 45% on everything in the store. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Merry Christmas from Fox 56.
Frigid temperatures continue across the area. Snow flurries fly. What can you expect for the rest of the day? We'll detail that ahead.
And we are live covering road conditions as many of you prepare for holiday travel. Our crews are monitoring conditions all morning.
Plus, from the streets to the sky, we're also tracking the impacts of this weather on the Bluegrass Airport ahead. What you need to know if you're flying this weekend.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 7.
Good morning. I'm Mandy Noel.
I'm Krista Spadaccini in for Paul Jones. So glad you're with us on this Friday, frigid Friday morning. It's 8 o'clock, one more hour.
Arctic temperatures below zero in some places, and it's only been getting colder. And if you've been watching for a while, you've seen us rinse and repeat, but it's because we want you to know the most important details about today. So many people are getting ready to travel for the holidays. And this weather is impacting a lot of us.
Justin, it's in the negatives. Do you remember a time during, the end of December that it's been this cold before?
I can't remember that. Usually, a lot of that occurs into January and February more so for us. But in the past, we had the record low for today is in 1989. I would have been 3 then, so I definitely do not remember. I do not remember that. Let's look outside. This is one of the pictures that was sent in from Tanya Hicks in Winchester, looking outside of her home down the street. You can see street is definitely still obviously covered with some snow. And here's a look at the radar right now. Snow has moved out, but there still are likely some flurries that are flying, and we're going to see that through likely the balance of the day. How cold is it outside? Well, let's take a look. Those temperatures are running in the single digits below zero, though, not single digits above. Let's look at the numbers. It is brutal. 5 below zero in Lexington, 6 below in Frankfort, 4 below in Richmond and Danville, and then the wind chill is just much worse. Look at it. We'll throw it on. 28 below zero in Lexington. Dangerous, feels like temperatures. We'll see the wind chills stay 20 to 30 below through most of today. If you don't have to be out, stay inside where it's warm, where it is safe. We'll let you know when temperatures and wind chills improve or get warmer when I return in about 15 minutes.
So we've been saying it all morning. Thank you, Justin, by the way, that this is, crazy because Christmas is on the way. A lot of people should stay off the roads, maybe form new traditions inside. But if you have to go on the roads, we have those updates for you.
Yeah, we have updates for you. More than 113 million Americans are planning to travel. A lot of them are driving.
Snowplows, they've been out all morning long since yesterday, but many of the roads are still not great, especially in neighborhoods. Tyler, Melito, and Noah are out there driving. Where are you guys right now? I can see that the roads are clear right there.
Yeah, Mandy and Krista, we're actually on Alexandria Drive right now, heading back towards Harrodsburg Road. The roads are fairly clear, but I think that's mainly because of traffic just keep coming in both directions. As you can see, some traffic coming towards us. Not so much so because of the plows. It's definitely down towards Main Street in the central part of Lexington. That is very clear. You can tell that plows have been through. It's been salted a little bit more. But as we slowly start radiating out, like we've been mentioning in the last hour, on those secondary and tertiary roads, those will be the ones that will soon get more and more attention as the morning progresses. But what we have been saying, I was just talking to our photographer, Noah Locker, who's once again been doing a phenomenal job driving this morning. And as we go through these turns, you want to be very, very slow because you'll skid a little bit, especially if you have only front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. If you have four-wheel drive, you're in a little bit better shape. But even still, you still want to drive slow, be mindful of the road and the people around you, whether it be plows or other Kentuckians, because everyone has that comfortability level. But looking at the roads right now, definitely starting to clear up. I think the sun coming up, Justin could definitely comment on this a little bit better, how the sun, and as we get later into the day, how that will have an effect on the ice and the cold itself. I know the temperatures are supposed to hover at around 0 degrees, which is not great when you think about it. Definitely a cold Christmas. Maybe not so much of a white Christmas. Maybe it'll start melting a little bit, but we'll see. We'll have more coverage a little bit later on in the show. But reporting in Lexington, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
Thank you for that update, Tyler. So now we have a look at a video out of Eastern Kentucky from earlier. This is from Louisa, sent by Jackie Cavins. A blanket of white snow. The snow there has moved out of Eastern Kentucky, though. But you can see it was quite a couple inches there earlier. We also have another video from storm chaser Chris Hall in Perry County from earlier as well. The wind blowing the snow over there by that gas station. In a few seconds, there is also a plow crews are also working there. And if you have more videos, help us tell this weather story this morning. Send your videos to our email, news@fox56news.com, or you can send it to us on social media.
So the road situation, too, I know that's from a couple hours ago, but a lot of the roads that we're seeing are still pretty bad. The issue is that there's snow that's been packed down, but that snow is over top of ice, and it's not going to melt because we're in the negatives in a lot of our area, and that's before the wind chill. We spoke with Natasha Lacey, who is our spokesperson for District 7, which most of our counties are in, with the transportation cabinet. And she said, you just got to be careful. You got to go slow. Again, reiterating, stay off the roads if you can, because those plow trucks are trying to scrape that snow off, and they are trying to keep the roads clear. But if there's drivers, they can't. The other side of this is the power outages. At one point this morning, we saw 16,000 people without power across our area. And some of those are Kentucky Utilities. So we've got Daniel Lowry on the phone. Daniel, you're with Kentucky Utilities. I know we spoke with you last hour. Where do we stand right now?
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on the show. We have about 4,000 customers without power now. We've had as many as 12,000 on our system with LG&E and KU.
And that's across the state, I know, but it's a lot of those people are in our areas. Some counties are seeing more. What is your recommendation? Because I know you guys have crews pretty much working as hard as they can, as fast as they can, and it's just important to be patient
That's right. We appreciate that. Our crews are busy, and they operate on 16-hour shifts usually, and obviously they're facing these cold temperatures and these high winds. And the high winds really have been the real problem because of blowing tree limbs and trees into our lawns. That's been the real issue.
You were also saying, sorry, Daniel, but you were also saying that at 45 miles per hour, the winds, that more safety measures have to come into effect for your workers. Is there ever a point, though, that, they're going to stop and then we'll pick up the situation and get the power back on a little bit later?
When the wind dies down.
Yeah, exactly. When the wind dies down.
Well, safety obviously is our top priority, and they do have other equipment that can allow them to do repairs, but it does hinder them to not have access to the bucket trucks and the buckets if the wind is so intense. Hopefully, it will continue to die down. We know these wind gusts are at least somewhat dying down, and we hope that continues today, and that will allow our crews to work a little faster.
I know you told me yesterday a lot of these folks were supposed to be on holiday. It's the holiday weekend. It's the worst time for this to happen. And they graciously are still coming in to fulfill this duty because they're literally keeping the light and the heat on in these frigid temperatures. So thank you guys for all that you do. We hope you have a great holiday and that everybody can get all of the power back on and they can get back home to their families. And thank you for joining us with this important update.
Well, many people also are flying home for the holidays. They're frustrated. A lot of those flights we've been saying all morning have been canceled. We have a look at Bluegrass Airport. There are 4 flights at the moment leaving Bluegrass Airport that are canceled. A lot of them going to Detroit or Chicago, those northern states that are also getting hit really hard.
And more have been canceled throughout the day, but as the flight time has passed, it's been removed from this board. There is another incoming one that has been canceled coming from Philadelphia. The other 2 are from Detroit. Those Northwest cities are dealing with a lot right now. Like you said, Chicago, Detroit, that's where we're seeing a lot of cancellations, and it's impacting travel across the country, including here. Cincinnati's got cancellations and delays, and so does Louisville.
Now, Governor Andy Beshear will be speaking with us at 10 a.m., but he's also urging Kentuckians to stay at home and only travel on the roads if absolutely necessary this weekend. The governor declared a state of emergency ahead of the state's first winter storm. As part of that order, all 120 Kentucky counties have a designated warming center for those who need a place to stay. Please do not sleep outside. Go to these warming centers. Stay safe, stay warm. They have food, comfort. The state is also preparing to do important things for everyone, and everyone as well should be doing their part. Here in Lexington, road crews starting 24-hour shifts that will continue as long as they are needed. And we will continue to keep you updated on this Arctic blast impacting the Bluegrass the rest of the hour.
But it's not just here in Kentucky.
A major storm hitting during one of the busiest travel times of the year. I'm Mike Tobin in Chicago. Details coming up.
Fox 56 News Nonstop is sponsored by Surplus Sales, providing flooring, tile, and countertops for over 20 years. Surplus Sales has the expertise and experience to help you with your home remodeling projects. Elite Building Products, your door and window experts. Give us a call to learn why top contractors prefer to be elite. Robert's Health Foods, the good health people, 1020 Industry Road, Lexington. Tis the season to go out and about. Deanne Stevens shares some holiday cheer with Marvin Bartlett.
That my grandmother used to make.
Justin Logan. And rings in the new year with sports director Mitch Brown. Go out and about for the holidays. Tuesday and Thursday on the Fox 56 Morning News.
They treat you real special.
Huge selection.
Beautiful jewelry.
Low price.
Has to be the Castle.
The Castle.
I love the Castle.
Sterling silver floating heart necklaces, only $29. Diamond stud earrings, princess style round, only $79.
This Christmas.
Shop the Castle.
Kentucky, call me.
I'm Justin Peterson of the Peterson Law Office. I handle cases involving serious personal injury and death. I'm a local attorney who will give your case the attention it deserves. If you call my office, you will meet with me. I will handle your case, and we will win. Kentucky, call me.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. It's like a movie with a sequel as good as the original. Except in this movie, the hero is made of perfectly seasoned 100% beef and stacked with melty American cheese and the perfect toppings, all for just another $1. Spoiler alert, the sequel is equally delicious and just $1 more. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Sometimes a cough isn't just a cough, so it's better to be prepared. Keeping Binax Now handy makes it easy to test. And self-test kits may be reimbursable with no copay through your health plan. With Binax Now, you'll have reliable results in 15 minutes with the self-test that features the same technology doctors use and detects multiple variants, including Omicron BA.5. So you can always be prepared with Binax Now, the #1 COVID-19 self-test in the U.S.
These days, you're paying more for everything. Learn how to stretch your dollars every night with Focus on Your Money on Fox 56 News at 7.
Sponsored by Family Wealth Group.
High volume, low price.
Twice the jewelry.
Half the price. The Castle.
The Castle. Helzberg's 10-point diamond crosses are $2.99. Get the same quality, same carat weight diamond cross at the Castle for $129. That's way less than half the price. Shop 11 Castle locations.
It's girls' night out.
I feel a spreading warmth through my extremities.
As long as you don't feel it running down your pants, you're fine.
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 6 and 7:30.
An update for you now. If you use Rumpke Trash Services, recycling and trash services are delayed today for customers throughout central and eastern Kentucky.
Residents with Friday collection should hold their materials until their next scheduled service day. Rumpke will collect additional materials at that time.
So this storm isn't just affecting us here in the Bluegrass, like we showed you with the flight trackers. Millions of people are trying to travel, and the flights are just a mess.
Fox News correspondent Mike Tobin is at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago with a closer look.
Nature chose one of the busiest times of the year to uncork winter's fury, leaving many travelers with nowhere to rest but the floor of the terminal. Even where the weather had not turned bad, some people got the news their flight was canceled because the weather was bad at the destination.
They changed my gate, then they canceled my flight, so I got to go back down here, rebook, or either refund.
I'm not optimistic. If they already had canceled flight for later in the day, so it's not looking good.
Denver and the Twin Cities seemed to get the storm first, while security lines pushed across the terminal at Minneapolis-St. Paul. The ripple of delays and cancellations caused lines to wrap around the corner at LaGuardia.
General boarding, all flights, all airlines.
Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson also saw crowds pile up while the snow accumulated elsewhere. But with the prediction of wind gusts reaching 50 miles per hour in places like Chicago, driving the wind chill to -30 and drastically reducing visibility, the storm has the potential to be much more severe than a travel disruption.
Please take this storm extremely seriously. And I don't know whether your boss will let you, but if you all have travel plans, leave now.
For millions of people whose lives have been disrupted by years of pandemic, trying to reconnect with family for the holidays, it can mean canceled plans again. At best, a delay.
Everybody just needs to know that be patient, give the airlines time to get properly de-iced. Understand that we're going to get you there as efficiently and as safely as we can.
By 5 p.m., O'Hare saw 262 flight cancellations, 116 out of Midway. Nationwide, there were 2,271 domestic flights that were canceled. Millions of people are just trying to get home. The temperature plunged to 10 degrees with a wind chill of -5. It's only getting colder and windier.
On the go? Stream Fox 56 News live on your phone and watch wherever you are.
Here's to all your favorite holiday memories. Especially the memories yet to be made.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance.
When you or a loved one have been seriously injured in a wreck, it feels like you're losing control. And you don't know where to turn for help. Bills are piling up. Your injuries may be preventing you from working. Don't leave your future in the hands of the insurance company. They'll take advantage of you. Take back control. Call Hughes & Coleman today. We've been fighting to get our clients the most money possible for over 35 years. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
The huge year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days, and so is your chance to get a lot more vehicle for a lot less money. Hurry in today for more savings on 22 Edge and Explorer. Now both with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,500 retail bonus cash. Or get a 22 Escape with 3.9 for $60 and $1,500 bonus cash. We have plenty in stock, and there are more on the way, so don't wait. Get more for your money and get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store.
There's nothing glamorous about migraines. Since I was a teenager, the pain has taken me away from my family and friends. But I finally found relief with Nurtec ODT. It's the only medication that can treat my migraine when it strikes and prevent my migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur, even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
I'm so grateful that I found something that worked for me. Talk to your doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Keep the cold out this winter with Golden Rule Vinyl, your one-stop shop for new and replacement windows. We take any request from tempered glass to shower door glass, desktops, or storefronts. All production is carried out locally in our facility, taking out the middleman and drastically reducing the cost and wait time for the products you need. Have a uniquely shaped window? We take custom designs as well. Give us a call for a free estimate. And remember the golden rule, when it's windows you need, it's Golden Rule Vinyl indeed.
Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Well, good Friday morning, everybody. Temperatures are downright frigid across the area. First, though, I want to start with radar. If you're just waking up, is there any more snow flying out there? Well, nothing substantial, maybe some flurries here or there, but over to places like West Virginia and points north, there still is some snow flying. And maybe even into far eastern Kentucky, we get the winds riding up against the higher terrain there and upslope flow. There may be a few light snow showers in that part of the state, but for the most part, the measurable snowfall is done as the low does slowly pull away. But we're looking at the roadways in the wake of this system. Broadway and Loudon Avenue, yep, both are covered. You can still see some tracks out there, but for the most part covered. Underneath that snow is that layer of ice from when we had that rain first and then we had that flash freeze. But look at I-75 at Newtown Pike here. So we're looking at I-75 and the roadways here better. Again, major thoroughfares, main roads, main routes. That's where the road crews are focusing first. Then they'll get to those secondary and tertiary roads. But here, great improvements. And even on the ramp here to go to Newtown Pike is looking better. 7 below zero, the temperature at the Mesonet site in Lexington, the Bluegrass Airport, 5 below. 8 below at Owenton right now. Eastern Kentucky, it continues to drop. It's 2 in Louisa and 0 in Painesville. Now we got to talk about the brutal, dangerous wind chill values. 30 below zero in several spots. Look at Winchester. 33 below zero is how it feels. All right, 31 below in Owenton. Very, very, very cold, and these are the wind gusts over 30 miles an hour in a lot of spots, which is why we're getting with the cold temperatures combined with those types of winds, we're getting those dangerous wind chills. Winds stay fairly stout through the day. And we're actually, I was just stepping outside because some of our cameras are frozen over. We're actually seeing breaks in the clouds. So the sun, as it's rising, we're going to actually be able to see it. But unfortunately, I do expect some clouds to build back in. Should turn partly sunny to mostly cloudy again through the day. That's the bad news. If the sun were to stay out through most of the day, we would likely help out, obviously, with some melting. Even with temperatures that are well below freezing, that sun's radiation with the salt and the other chemicals they put on the road would really help things to melt a little bit more. More clouds tomorrow early, and then we'll likely break out into a little bit of sun tomorrow afternoon. Sunday, Christmas Day, features more sunshine compared to the next couple of days here. Then we go into Monday. Another quick-moving Clipper system brings some snow. That looks like it's going to be on the light side, but it definitely could put down some more snow accumulation with some flurries lingering into Tuesday. So a lot to talk about here. Blowing snow today. Clouds will be likely redeveloping and moving back in. So the areas that have cleared out will see thickening clouds likely again. Frigid. We'll struggle probably to get to 0 to even 4 degrees. Wind chills 15 to 30 below even into the afternoon. Tonight, down to 0, mostly cloudy. Wind chills back between 15 and 25 below 0. Tomorrow, wind chills improve a bit. In the morning, for sure, 10 to 20 below. In the afternoon, I think we could get wind chills to improve to as much as maybe 5 above 0 in spots. That will feel a lot better, but still just brutal outside. 13 for a high tomorrow. 19 on Christmas after starting in the low single digits. There's that next system that brings some snow showers and, yes, the potential for light accumulations on Monday, flurries Tuesday, and a balmy 54 next Thursday. I bet there will be some people outside with some shorts next Thursday because it will feel so much better than the 4 today. All right, stick around. Be careful out there on the roads. We're back with more news next.
Scan the QR code on your screen now and download the Fox 56 News app. Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air. Fayette Mall jewelry thief makes his getaway.
Flood the area on a Lextran bus.
If you recognize this bus-riding bandit, call the anonymous tip line. Bluegrass Crime Stoppers with Kristen Flum on Fox 56 News at 10.
I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, my fights have been against giants. I fight the powerful for the powerless, and our results speak for themselves. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. $1.2 billion in one case alone. I risk my own money in case cause fighting these wrongdoers. If you want a fighter, you can count on me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Christmas Day on Fox.
Everybody in the world watching, so let's get them choked.
'Tis the season for a showdown in Miami.
We woke up ready.
I expect nothing but the best today.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack in a must-win game.
Touchdown! Let's go!
While Tua, Tyreek, and the Dolphins continue their run towards the playoffs.
Oh, what a play!
It all kicks off Christmas Day at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Here's an easy New Year's resolution. Let's go. Watch all new episodes of Hell's Kitchen starting January 5th. Yes, chef. Kick off 2023 with a... The final 9 are fired up.
Go, 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 go.
Pedal to the metal.
To battle it out.
We're this close.
Till the finale.
It's blue. Back in the pan.
Boom. We all want this. We want to win.
All new episodes of Hell's Kitchen return January 5th on Fox.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. It's like a movie with a sequel as good as the original. Except in this movie, the hero is made of perfectly seasoned 100% beef. And stacked with melty American cheese and the perfect toppings, all for just another $1. Spoiler alert, the sequel is equally delicious and just $1 more. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rally's delivered through our rewards app.
Roman and Ricochet face Imperium in a Marathon 34th Street fight plus a tag team title match. An all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, tonight on Fox.
8:26 and the doc is in again. Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton once again in studio.
Doc was telling us a little bit about muscle growth before. Doc, are you going to be doing some push-ups, lifting some weights for us this morning?
Yeah, we're definitely not going to do it here. We're still focusing on a lot of the cold stuff, but we're talking about strength, and the reason for strength as we start to plan for 2023, many people with their New Year's resolutions, what are some of the things that you can do to make sure that you're going to be healthier, happier, and with this cold weather, maybe a little bit more stable on this ice? First and foremost is going to be focus on those smaller muscle groups, maybe some of the most important. These are the ones that are stabilizers that help us on a daily basis and are really going to help us more with function. Unfortunately, what many people do is focusing on those beach bod muscles, those large muscle groups, the biceps, the triceps, things of that nature. Those are good if you're looking for pictures, maybe if you're going to put it on Instagram, but not necessarily if you're actually looking at better health and wellness. Pursue a balance in cardio and strength plans. You need to make sure that we're doing both in terms of making sure we're getting that cardiac and heart activity, as well as getting those muscles and strength as well. And finally, making sure that your strength program is comprehensive, working with a doctor, a trainer, others that may help you out to get that right plan for you, because not one size fits all.
Quick question. My entire personality now is that I'm running a marathon in November, the New York City Marathon. A lot of cardio there. Do you still recommend the strength part of it too?
You absolutely need to. The big thing for marathons, not only distance, not only strength training, but also working with them on the nutritional aspect of electrolytes. Because one of the biggest things we see with marathons is hyponatremia. That's where you get a lot of cramping afterwards. So making sure that you're ready to roll.
All right, thank you. Ready to roll.
All right.
All right, thanks, sir. We'll be right back.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Need sheet metal today? Call Howard's Metal. Get quality American-made sheet metal for your project delivered to you. Order complete building packages like pole barns and steel buildings from Howard's Metal that stand the test of time. Plus, all profits go to support drug and alcohol treatment for men and women at Isaiah House Treatment Center. Call 877-HOWARDS now with a second location in Harrodsburg. And take advantage of 75 years of industry experience. Howard's Metal, changing the way you view metal roofing.
For 73 years, Farmers Jewelry has made a tradition of making holidays merry and bright. Let us wrap up something special for you this season. Generations of family business in Chevy Chase. Farmers Jewelry since 1950.
I get bladder leaks. I didn't want to feel like I was wearing the pads I wore when I was 12.
Then I tried the Always Discreet pads.
They fit perfectly in the place they're supposed to.
Look how much it holds. And it still stays thin.
It's the protection we deserve.
This cough.
This will help.
Vicks Vapor Rub?
Vicks Vapor Rub's medicated vapors go straight to the source of your cough, so you can relieve your cough to breathe easier. Vicks Vapor Rub, fast-acting cough relief.
It's girls' night out.
I feel a spreading warmth through my extremities. As long as you don't feel it running down your pants, you're fine.
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 6 and 7:30.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Get in the game with Zaxby's all-new loyalty program, Zax Rewards. The more you earn, the more rewards to choose from. Sign up for Zax Rewards and score a free Big Zax snack meal. Download the Zaxby's app and get your game on.
Planet Fitness is your judgment-free zone. Join for $10 a month with no commitment.
Coming up next, we got an active pattern. It stays cold. We'll talk more about it.
Plus, it's best to hunker down at home right now, but if you're headed to the roads today, we have a live look at the driving conditions.
And what Kentucky State Police are asking of you this morning if you absolutely must head out.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 8:30.
Good morning, I'm Mandy Noel.
I'm Krista Spadaccini in for Paul Jones. So glad you're with us. We have about 29 minutes left in Fox 56 Morning News.
And we got to talk about the weather because that's our big story right now. But really quickly, the governor tweeted out that as of this morning, just under 20,000 homes across the state are without power. And he says we're working a major accident on I-71. He says we've lost one Kentuckian in a separate vehicle incident. The governor will be doing a press conference at 10 this morning, so we'll have the latest for you on that on air and online.
In the meantime, Justin Logan will check in with him. What do you have for us, Justin?
Well, here's the good news, if there is some good news, is that the snow a couple of hours ago moved out. Other than that, we've got some flurries, we've got some cold temperatures, and some peaks of sunshine, which is good news to see, though. I want to show you one of the pictures from Corey Rich in Winchester. Look at this, the Kentucky River this morning. Peaks of sun coming through, but there's the accumulating snow there on the back deck. And yes, that is a similar scene across Kentucky this morning. Look at the wind chills in excess of 30 below zero in a lot of spots. We will see a peak or two of sun through the day. We're already seeing a few now, but overall it will trend still mostly cloudy, windy, cold, wind chills 15 to 30 below zero with temperatures that may creep up slightly a little above zero. That's it. But when will we finally warm up above freezing, and when could we see another accumulating snow? I'll talk about it ahead.
The timing of this winter storm is especially impactful because a lot of people are traveling today specifically and tomorrow too. Christmas just 2 days away. More than 113 million Americans, in fact, are planning travel, many of them driving.
Snow plows, they're out. We're going to be talking to transportation department in a little bit. The roads are not great, especially in those neighborhoods. Right now, we're with Tyler Melito. Where are you right now, Tyler? Can you tell us a little bit about what you're seeing?
Well, Mandy, Krista, currently we're on Harrisburg Road. And first, I just want to say shout out to all the first responders, the plow drivers, everyone who's been having a hand in this morning to get these roads to where they are this morning. I'll step out of the way so you get a better look and try not to slip because these sidewalks are still very icy. So if you're going to be walking from place to place, make sure that you're being careful because that has certainly not been salted. The roads have been a little bit salted in areas. I was just talking to one person who's on his way to work, and he was saying, compared to where they were 40 years ago, from the 70s and 60s when he lived here, that's 50 years ago, that's math. My brain's starting to freeze. What can I say? There's got more plows, but he still barely didn't see any snow plows out there, at least salting for that matter. Partially because the freezing point of salt is so low, but we mentioned that a little bit earlier. They're adding a chemical to help lower the freezing point of the salt, so that way it actually sticks to the roads. With that being said, you see traffic is moving fairly nicely this morning here on Harrisburg Road and Lane Allen Road. But with that said, everyone's still being very cautious, very careful, being mindful of the people around you because some people might think they're Mario Andretti out there. Others, they might be a little more cautious like me and our photographer Noah Locker. Shout out to Noah Locker who's been with me all morning, getting all these good videos, allowing you to see what is going on this holiday weekend. But regardless, if you're flying, you're driving, you're staying home, be safe this holiday, be with your loved ones. We really want you to have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Reporting in Lexington, Tyler Melito, Fox 56 News.
Thank you, Tyler. Now get back in the car, get warm, drive safe.
And crank the heat up.
Exactly.
It's all bundled up like a little babushka. Like a little baby Eskimo. All right, we got serious things to talk about. We can't terrorize Tyler. So we're looking at the roads. The roads look much better now than they did earlier, which makes sense because road crews have been working around the clock and all sorts of people have been impacted by the storm, including travelers.
Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera has more from Newark Airport. Is that what we're doing right now?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought that and then I got confused. I am so sorry. We've got a live interview right now. I retransitioned. I wasn't sure. So we are going to go to Natasha Lacey with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. Sorry if that confused you, Natasha. So we're talking about the roads. Your guys and girls your men and women have done such a wonderful job of working to clear the roads.
Thank you. Yes, our crews have worked overnight and they are continuing to plow in all of our 12 counties that are included in District 7.
So what exactly are they seeing on the roads? I think probably earlier, of course, it makes sense that earlier was more challenging as the snow had just come down and you were telling us under the snow was ice. Have they been able to clear a lot of that up?
Well, due to the temperatures, because the temperatures are still below zero in all of our 12 counties, there is ice underneath the hard-packed snow. So that's something you need to keep in mind, that the snow is very hard and packed, but there is ice that's underneath it.
Natasha, your crews have been out there since yesterday working around the clock. What do you think the next 24 hours are going to look like for them? Are they going to continue doing what they're doing right now, or is there some transition period where they're going to be tackling some other chores?
Well, we'll have a shift change, so we'll have a new set of personnel coming on to plow and treat the roadways. And we want to advise the public that if you are out and you see a snowplow, please give it plenty of space to do its job. Snowplows can obviously not do their job when there are many packed cars in a line. So you want to make sure that you give a wide berth to our crews that are working diligently to clear the roadways.
Natasha, do you know how many people in District 7 are working right now?
That varies because we have shift changes, and so it can vary for each county. And I do have to mention again that we have 12 counties, and all those counties are assessed individually. What you might do for one county isn't necessarily the best thing for another county because of the terrain or the timing of the snow. There have been reports of drifting and blowing snow. That's something I want to mention that reduces visibility. So motorists need to be aware of that if they are out. It's daylight now. That will make it easier, of course, to do some clearing and plowing.
Do you think things are going to be mostly cleared up on all of these primary routes by this evening, or do you think it's going to continue to be kind of tricky?
Well, we're just going to work as hard as we can, of course, and we do address the primary routes. Those are the most heavily traveled. The state is responsible for the interstates and main routes such as New Circle Road. So the primary routes are, of course, something that are addressed because they're heavily traveled first. And then, of course, we work on the rural routes, too, as well.
So we were talking with a gentleman from Kentucky Utilities, and he was saying most of our people were supposed to be on holiday. Of course, this happened, so we had to pull them in. I'm sure that's the case for all of your crews out here, too. So we just wanted to say how grateful we are because you guys are what's keeping us. You're giving people the ability to travel to their families right now.
Thank you. Our crews go through extensive training. They take many classes. So they're well prepared for any type of event, be it snow, ice, flooding, any type of thing that comes up. Our crews are always prepared and ready to tackle the hard jobs.
Well, thank you, Natasha. We cannot stress it enough how grateful we are for you and your crews this morning.
And thank you for taking the time to talk to us, too. It's really important to let everybody know what's going on, so we're very thankful to you, and we hope you all have a happy holidays. Everybody's out working on the roads and the power lines right now. And people are being impacted not just here, but across the country by this winter storm, including travelers.
Yes, as we were saying before, Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera, she has more from Newark Liberty International Airport.
Forecasters say it's shaping up to be one of the worst winter storms in decades, affecting millions nationwide ahead of the holidays.
You're supposed to be used to it, but you never get used to it. Not this anyway. This is real cold. This is frigid.
A powerful and life-threatening winter storm is causing havoc across the country, bringing intense winds, extremely low temperatures, snow, and freezing rain to portions of the West, Midwest, Great Plains, Gulf Coast, and eastern United States.
Trying to shovel in little bits at a time because it's so cold out, but more tomorrow too, I'm expecting.
So far, thousands of flights have been canceled during one of the busiest travel weeks as frustration grows.
We've been here for like an hour and a half now. Nobody's been answering our questions. They just send us to like 4 different places.
Sleep in the airport.
A blast of Arctic air is only making things worse. The National Weather Service placing more than half of the U.S. population under wind chill alerts, with some regions experiencing a roughly 50-degree drop in temperature. Across the Gulf Coast, the extreme cold spell has residents seeking warming shelters.
I'm going to charge up all my electronic devices. I'm going to make sure I'm warm. I'm going to eat all my snacks, and I'm going to stay here as long as I can.
Heavy rain, meanwhile, has communities along the East Coast worried about flooding, as crews also prep for dangerous black ice.
Conditions are expected to remain dicey heading into the weekend. Local and federal officials are advising people to heed warnings, give yourself time to get to a destination, or avoid traveling if you don't have to. At Newark Liberty International Airport, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Justin Logan says the temperatures are as low as they're probably going to go. Meanwhile, Kentucky State Police say there are some important safety tips to keep in mind if you absolutely need to be on the roads. Clear all the snow or ice off of your car before you drive. Make sure you have an emergency kit with things like blankets, warm clothes, food, maybe some what is it called?
Kitty litter.
Kitty litter to help in case you get stuck.
Bring your cat with you.
Also, have some company. Bring your cat with you. Once you're on the road, KSB says drive extra slow and only call 911 in case of emergencies. And of course, we will continue to keep you updated on the situation all morning long. I don't have a cat, Mandy, if that's what you're going to ask. I'll bring my dog with me.
And with all this snow, today is a great day to change gears a little bit because we've been talking about it all morning. We're going to talk about Christmas movie marathons coming up, and what day is it?
You're watching the Fox 56 Morning News, the only news that stays local from 5 to 9. Friday night in the Bluegrass. Time to show your school spirit and cheer for your home team. So come on, get in the game with Home Team Friday Nights tonight at 10:35 on Fox 56. Sponsored by Hitachi Ostimo.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. It's the Lazy Boy year-end sale. For a limited time, you can save 45% on everything in the store. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
One thing you should really know when you choose Spectrum One is that you're getting a lot of things in one thing. You get the fastest download speeds in the nation, advanced Wi-Fi with state-of-the-art security, doors wide open, Tim, and unlimited mobile. All working together seamlessly. You know what the best part is? Yes! Very surprising. Spectrum One is just $49.99. You missed it, Jason. Spectrum One. Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile. All for just $49.99. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Attention builders and remodelers. Are you using Elite Building Products as your door and window partner? If not, it's time to start. With quality brands like Marvin and Provia, plus exceptional customer service, contractors prefer to be Elite with Elite Building Products.
The year-end sales event at your local Ford store is in its final days. Hurry in to get a 22 Ford F-150 with 2.9 for $60 plus $1,000 retail bonus cash. Get to the final days of the year-end sales event at your local Ford store, where there's always more in store. Christmas Day on Fox.
Everybody in the world watching, so let's give them a show.
'Tis the season for a showdown in Miami.
We woke up ready. I was getting nothing but the best today.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack in a must-win game.
Touchdown! Let's go!
While Tua, Tyreek, and the Dolphins continue their run towards the playoffs.
Oh, what a play!
It all kicks off Christmas Day at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries helps you work around that special piece you can't live without. It's the Lazy Boy year-end sale. For a limited time, you can save 45% on everything in the store. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Always know what's coming your way with a 7-day forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
Sponsored by Fayette Heating and Air. What Day Is It is sponsored by Hughes and Coleman, injury lawyers.
Oh my goodness, I'll never live that
Kitty
down.
litter. It's time for What Day Is It?
Stay inside, get your popcorn and some snacks ready because today is National Christmas Movie Marathon Day. The first Christmas movie was released back in 1898. Since then, there have been thousands of Christmas movies released. Whether you're in the mood for a Christmas classic or a Hallmark Christmas movie, maybe a Netflix one, there are plenty to choose from to get you in the holiday spirit. The top grossing Christmas movie of all time is the 2018 release of The Grinch, which made $512.8 million at the box office worldwide.
That was a trivia question this week. I'm actually really excited to watch that very interesting sounding.
I Believe in Santa.
I Believe in
Netflix
Santa
one?
on Netflix. Yeah, can't wait.
It's interesting for sure.
Up next, today is National Roots Day. We're not talking about your hair. We're talking about your family. Your not hair, heritage.
Knee slapper right there.
This holiday gives us a chance to look back at our family's history and learn about our ancestors. There are several ways to build your family tree. One of the most common is by using websites like Ancestry.com. They have over 30 billion records and over 20 million people in their growing DNA network.
Have you done the 23andMe?
Yes.
And you have. You're going to have to tell me a little bit about that.
Discovered some family secrets.
Oh.
unburied some scandal in my family. Absolutely. Anyways, enough about that. We'll be right back.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.
We have got some breaking news. Decision Desk HQ declaring that Senator Raphael Warnock has won.
I don't think I've ever actually seen this before where Decision Desk HQ actually beat the watch party here.
I feel like you should turn around and yell, hey guys, we're calling it for your guy. Maybe they have the wrong channel on.
Whisper to them they might want to change the screen from CNN to News Nation.
Any minute now, they're going to realize what we're reporting.
News Nation called it first, so there you have it. If you're watching News Nation, you're ahead of the game.
When your loved one has been neglected or abused in a nursing home, it can feel like you're losing control and don't know where to turn. Take control. The nursing home abuse signs you need to look for include bed sores, broken bones, dehydration, and malnutrition. Hughes & Coleman is here to provide the legal help your family needs in order to take action during this difficult time.
Call the dedicated Hughes & Coleman Nursing Home legal team. Control starts with a call. Hughes & Coleman. 800-800-4600.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
Right now at Rally's, buy one Big Buford, get a second one for just $1. It's like a movie with a sequel as good as the original. Except in this movie, the hero is made of perfectly seasoned 100% beef. And stacked with melty American cheese and the perfect toppings, all for just another $1. Spoiler alert, the sequel is equally delicious and just $1 more. Buy one, get one for $1 Big Bufords. You've earned it. Get Rallies delivered through our rewards app.
This case is about justice.
It was an accident. Wait, you think you'll believe her? It's the truth.
I need an ambulance. I just shot someone.
I did what I did because I had to.
They're going down. The only question is, how hard they fall. Accused. Series premiere Sunday, January 22nd on Fox.
It is 8:48. Welcome to a snowy Lexington neighborhood. This is Dantzler here in Lexington. And you can see, like the Transportation Cabinet spokesperson Natasha Lacey told us, yeah, those secondary roads where your neighborhoods are, they are not getting to those right now. So you need to be extra careful on those because you can tell they are not treated.
You can't even tell where the sidewalk ends and the street begins. So be careful out there, guys. Come back here safe.
Come back here safe. Come and see us.
Absolutely.
Changing gear now to entertainment news. Jason Ritter lands a role in a hit survival drama. Idris Elba suits back up as a popular detective. Yes, and more.
Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
TCI Luther.
Luther returns, Twisters gets a date, and Ritter guest stars in the Hollywood Nation. Jason Ritter's work and home life are merging once again. The actor will be joining his wife, Melanie Linsky, in season 2 of Showtime's hit series Yellow Jackets. He will guest star in one episode, but details about his role have yet to be revealed. The real-life couple last starred together earlier this year in the Hulu true crime drama Candy. The sequel to the classic blockbuster hit Twister gets a release date. Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment announced the second film, titled Twisters, will land in theaters July 19th, 2024. The original film, which starred Helen Hunt and the late Bill Paxton, was the second highest-grossing film of 1996 and earned 2 Oscar nominations. And Idris Elba brings back his popular TV show character in today's first looks. Netflix revealed Luther, the Fallen Son, as the title to the film continuation of the hit British crime thriller. In addition, the streamer released a new set of photos teasing Elba's return as Detective John Luther. The movie debuts March 2023. In Hollywood, Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news. the season to go out and about. Deanne Stevens shares some holiday cheer with Marvin Bartlett.
That my grandmother used to make.
Justin Logan. And rings in the new year with sports director Mitch Brown. Go out and about for the holidays. Tuesday and Thursday on the Fox 56 Morning News.
Government-required manufacturer changes are happening January 1st, 2023. Save money by calling today. Have Fayette Heating and Air's expert technicians review your new system options. FayetteHeating.com.
At Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. Find your red tag and get $2,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Isaiah House gave me back my life.
Being here and actually being able to get sober and through sober eyes, I've realized, there's more to life than just getting high.
I've learned how to love myself again.
The past is the past. And I came here and I'm a new me now.
I've tried many programs, but I've never tried a faith-based program until now.
You don't feel like you're part of a business. You feel like you're part of a family here.
You're really looking to get sober and stuff like that. These people will help you. They'll have your back.
Isaiah House, real hope for addiction.
There's nothing glamorous about migraines. Since I was a teenager, the pain has taken me away from my family and friends. But I finally found relief with Nurtec ODT. It's the only medication that can treat my migraine when it strikes and prevent my migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur, even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
I'm so grateful that I found something that worked for me. Talk to your doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Make a community connection with UK Healthcare. Tuesdays on the Fox 56 Morning News, get the latest in family health and wellness from the experts. UK Healthcare. Extraordinary care is right here.
Hey, got a minute? Download the Fox 56 News app to get up-to-the-minute news alerts and the Weather Authority forecast.
Sponsored by ADA Heating and Air. Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the Weather Authority.
All right, good Friday morning, everybody. The radar still showing some snow flurries flying out there under a mostly cloudy sky to start off your Friday, but it is definitely cold. This was the scene a short time ago from Paris, from my cousin. She took this from her front porch. This was Peacock Road right there, still covered up with snow and a mainly cloudy sky over there. But we've had peaks of sunshine getting through. Now, that's not going to be enough sun to really warm us up a whole lot, but that little radiation getting through will combine with the, a little bit of salt and the chloride, the calcium chloride they're putting on the roads to actually help the melting just a touch more. If we were completely overcast, it'd be different. This is Man o' War at Todd's Road, still mainly covered, but we're seeing some improvements in some directions here. That's good news. We like to see that. This is down in London. This is Kentucky 192 in front of the Legacy Nissan dealership. Look at the sun shining brightly down there. But again, we're going to see intervals of clouds and sunshine. Overall, still mainly looking at a cloudy sky. 4 below zero, the temperature down here in London, and it feels like 28 below. 7 below at the Kentucky Mesonet site. We dipped to 5 below at the Bluegrass Airport. The record low for this day is 11 below zero in Lexington. So that's safe. That was set on this day in 1989. Wind chills right now are anywhere from 8 below in Painesville to as cold as 31 below right now in Owenton, 32 below in Carlisle, 30 below in Lexington. So the temperatures climb, if we're lucky, to 0 to maybe 5 above with a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky. We'll hold the clouds overnight that keeps temperatures fairly in check. Those are anywhere from about 2 below 0 to 2 above. We go into the day tomorrow, a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky. Should get a little warmer into the lower and maybe some upper teens south. We head into Christmas morning, waking up to likely temperatures that are back below zero in spots, especially with some clearing that takes place. And then by the afternoon, a little more sunshine. Looks mostly sunny on Sunday afternoon, at least for most of us, and that should get us upper teens to low 20s. That'll help with the melting a little more. Wind chills by the afternoon, ranging anywhere from 15 to 20 to 25 below zero. They go lower again tonight, and they stay low tomorrow. So our forecast, blowing snow, frigid today, some flurries flying, 0 to maybe 5 above for the temperature, wind chill 15 to 30 below. Down to about 0 tonight, tomorrow about 13, wind chill still below 0. When will the wind chills possibly go above 0? Sunday. Looks like we could get the wind to slack off enough that we've got wind chills by the afternoon, above 0 for a change, even though it's brief. Another quick hitting snowmaker Monday, guys. It could bring some light snow accumulation by next week. Wednesday, we're above freezing and in the 50s by Thursday. So treacherous roads today, still dangerous cold. I mean, wind chills not going to get above 15 below.
We just got to get through these next 2 days and be careful on the roads. Good luck to everybody who's got to try to travel today. We wish you the very best and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Hope you get home.